All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We got the end of Lizzo. This is on Jamari's channel. I'll leave the link in the description. Thumbnail says finally over. Now I know that was it her dancers or somebody came out and like sued her for like body shame. I don't know. We gonna check this out. Appreciate y'all coming over. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
It's been half a year since we last talked about Lizzo. Last time we caught up with the singer, her life, her reputation, and possibly her freedom were all crumbling before her very eyes. Y'all know Lizzo is essentially a walking Dove commercial at this point, all about quote-unquote body positivity.
I realize that my mere existence is a form of activism, especially in the body positive community, and I wear that hat really well. And I'm going to continue to put on and represent and create safe spaces for Black, fat women.
But according to the lawsuit filed against her, that couldn't be less true. Alarming allegations of fat shaming, SA, and many other Ellen DeGenerate-esque activities were being levied against the singer by the people she employs. These allegations all stem from a time period when Lizzo was working on a show for Amazon Prime titled Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls.
What's up, y'all? It's Lizzo. I'm looking for dancers to join me on my tour. Girls that look like me don't get representation.
And the subsequent tour she did afterwards with the winners selected from said show. Namely, 3 backup dancers came out to sue Lizzo, her touring company, Big Girl Entertainment, and a judge on the show named Charlene Quigley. Basically, the allegations are that Lizzo is a power-hungry tyrant of a boss who felt she could treat people around her like dirt underneath her shoe.
When I saw them speak up, I thought that's what strong looks like. And I was really proud of them because I knew how toxic the work culture was on that tour firsthand.
They allege she did things like force them to get nude for photographs. She made the dancers go with her to the red light district in Amsterdam, which is known for having nude performers. Apparently during this show, Lizzo allegedly began inviting her dancers to take turns touching the club's nude performers. Apparently she made them also catch toys straight out of their vajayjay and even eat bananas that were protruding out of the same area.
The 3 women say they were pressured to attend the after-party events Lizzo planned because those who went were widely considered to enjoy greater job security.
Again, I always go back to this. Don't take the job. Like, that's if you choose to do that stuff, you choose, like, when they say, if you do this, you know, you get good job security. I'm like, hell no. It's time to find another career. I know it's not that easy, but hey, man.
Things start kind of getting a little weird. They start pulling out toys, or the performers. Okay. Then they start taking out bananas, and the girl would like put them, you know, in herself. Lizzo was encouraging people to like, oh, hey, you come do it. Hey, you come do it.
They even allege at one point that she encouraged one of her dancers, who was a known virgin, to touch one of these nude performers' breast.
She started a chant after I had said no multiple times. She was like, Ari, Ari. And then everyone kind of joined in, Ari, Ari. I briefly touched the performer and withdrew my hands, and, you know, everyone kind of burst into laughter because me of all people, they thought it was funny that I was touching this performer.
I just said, I feel unsafe, I feel disrespected, there's a bunch of mistreatment and just unprofessionalism going on. She basically started to ball up her fists and crack her knuckles, and she was like, ooh, you're so effing lucky right now, but she's like inching her way towards me, alluding to, you're so lucky I'm not going to hit you.
They also claim that during practice, Lizzo was so insane that at one point she made them dance for 12 hours straight, all in an attempt to keep their jobs. And then one of them even had to soil their own pants out of fear that she would be fired if she asked for a bathroom break.
Was I under the impression that if I left the stage, I would be fired? Yes. Did I unfortunately go to the bathroom on myself on one stage because I was so terrified? Yeah.
Again, I'm getting fired. I'm getting fired. Ain't no way I'm about to go through that stuff. Hell no. That's the thing, man. These like celebrity status artists, they you know, when you get, everybody don't deserve to have power. That's so crazy. 12 hours straight.
Yes, there is, you, in a court of law, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know anything, but I know that if you ask someone to tell the truth, these things will come out of her mouth. If you have to say yes or no to these questions, she has to say yes because they are true. There was multiple witnesses.
She was allegedly known to single out and purposely embarrass dancers, as well as somehow be fat-phobic. Basically, this lawsuit makes it sound as though the dancers were treated like second-class citizens on this tour. Keep in mind, this all being after they signed up, worked extremely hard, and won a competition that was pitched as the dream chance to work directly with someone I'm sure at the time most of them loved and respected.
I look up to her so much, and I just want to follow in her footsteps, and I just want to share that with the Queen Lizzo herself.
Furthermore, based on their experience, she seems to be the exact opposite of the person she portrays publicly, calling her political advocacy into serious question. And so you guys are probably wondering at this point, well, Jamari, why do you bring this all up? And it's actually because there has been some movement when it comes to this case. And it looks like we are going to see them actually go to court. But also when her Instagram account handle is literally Lizzo be eating. Of course the comments came out to absolutely destroy her. This guy says quitting eating? Ignore all the positive comments. They lying. See you at McDonald's next week. Maybe take a walk. A very long one. And now people are actually speculating that the real reason Lizzo is going to be taking some time away is due to the latest update in her court case, where a judge denied her motion to completely throw this lawsuit out. So the judge on February 2nd denied Lizzo's motion to toss out the bombshell harassment lawsuit filed by 3 of her former backup dancers. Now keep in mind, he did actually dismiss certain accusations here, but he is going to be allowing the case as a whole to move forward to trial. Basically, what Lizzo and her team of lawyers were trying to do here was to get this case dismissed under California's anti-SLAPP statute, which to my understanding is when someone goes to the judge and they tell them, hey, this lawsuit levied against me is a bunch of nonsense, but because it is now a legal matter, I do not want to speak out publicly and try to defend myself because I don't want to open myself up to more litigation. Like as you could see here, her lawyers argued that the accusers were using this lawsuit to silence her. But in the end, the judge would rule that that anti-SLAPP statute didn't fit all these different allegations, though he did toss out some claims, like the fat shaming claim, and the idea that people were discriminated against due to their mental health problems. It is dangerous for the court to weigh in, ham-fisted, into constitutionally protected activity. I believe there he's talking about Lizzo's right to free speech. But it is equally dangerous to turn a blind eye to allegations of discrimination or other forms of misconduct merely because they take place in a speech-related environment. So to me, he's saying, yeah, some of that stuff that she said does kind of fall under free speech, or kind of like he said, she said, but some of these other allegations must have a little bit more merit. I mean, peer pressuring someone to eat a banana out of someone, I mean, that's pretty insane. Now, from Lizzo's camps, they're essentially saying that these are just a bunch of disgruntled employees. They're arguing that Davis, Williams, and Rodriguez, who are the defendants in this case, had an axe to grind against the star because they had been reprimanded over a pattern of gross misconduct and a failure to perform their job up to par. So they're essentially saying, oh, these 3 girls, they're just being 3 sore losers because they couldn't make the cut, and in the end they weren't good enough to be part of my dance team. Plaintiffs embarked on a press tour, vilifying defendants and pushing their fabricated sob story in the courts and in the media. That ends today. Instead of taking any accountability for their actions, plaintiffs filed this lawsuit against defendants out of spite and in pursuit of media attention, public sympathy, and a quick payday with minimal effort. And apparently the judge even made a motion to dismiss the harassment allegation that came from that nude photo shoot that apparently some of these women did not want to partake in. And he also dismissed this other allegation that stated that Lizzo's camp was intentionally interfering with these dancers getting other jobs. So to me, it seems like the thing they're really going to be looking into here is that night at the red light district, where Lizzo seems to have been a very inappropriate boss with people who are obviously not only her subordinates, but people who she has several different power and influence levels over.
Man.
So now Lizzo and the captain of this dance team, Charlene, will still have to face these allegations of harassment, as well as accusations of racial and religious discrimination. So obviously Lizzo is going to be fighting this thing tooth and nail with her reputation on the line.
I think it's extremely damaging in the court of public opinion because of the image that we've all believed Lizzo to be.
And so we're gonna see how this all plays out, but this is obviously going to change her reputation forever. And to me, her public image as this like body positive person, I think all that shit at this point is done. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation down below. Also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other horrible bosses out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
Just looking at some of the comments here. Yeah, treating everyone like they're beneath you. You know, I always talk about that when you come from nothing. I don't know her backstory. I'm just saying in general, when you come from nothing and then you grind it out, you do whatever, and you make it. I noticed one of the first things people do when they make it, certain people, not all, is they put other people down that were in their same situation. Man, y'all broke. This and this, da-da-da, da-da-da. Even like when you see people with clothes, like, man, I never wear nothing like that. And they make it and they wearing it. You know, it's a lot coming out about a lot of these people. Was this something that they made her do? Lizzo is what I'm saying. You know, I always just feel like if you make it, like make it, getting awards, all that stuff, is just part of the plan. Someone says skinny girls aren't the bullies anymore. Wow. I'm just reading comments. Never meet your heroes, people. I mean, you know, it goes back to the whole idolizing celebrities, man. A lot of these people who you think, I mean, what you think they are, they ain't. They ain't. A lot of, I mean, that part where she said, like ball, like cracking her, I could see that. I had got a vision of that. This is bad, man. It's a lot coming out. Because I was like, she quits. And I was like, what quits what? Like, what is, you know? Yeah. I would not be shocked at what she was doing. It was that was part of her, you know, the things that they make you do to stay famous. I would not be shocked about that. But hey, shout out to Jamari for the video. Appreciate you guys coming over. Please comment below on what y'all think about all this. So Cat Williams said it, 2024, everything is coming out. Peace out, man.